Now, as you know, NGO is the best place. It's one of the best places to work for, especially in Africa. But getting a job there is not easy. You need to use some techniques. And once you have gotten a job, your life will change automatically. So, we are going to look at ways in which you can position yourself in the job market for you to get a job in the NGO. The first thing you can do if you want a job is to pursue courses that are on high demand in the NGO sector, which are on high demand and graduates are few. So first, make sure you qualify. And some of the best courses include nursing, Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery. We have courses related to environment, agriculture and conservation, and also forestry, and also courses related to community development, culture, all those courses. You also need courses related to project management, monitoring and evaluation, and statistics also. Even accounting is also required in NGO. You also need statistical packages because you might be employed as a data analyst, data entry jobs. We have GIS and remote sensing. It's also important. So pursue those courses. If you pursued, for example, Bachelor of Statistics, you should add monitoring and evaluation and the statistical packages, and also GIS and remote sensing. So important. Also IT related courses, software engineering, IT. Right now we have artificial intelligence. It is also highly applicable in the NGO sector. You should know how to clean data, how to collect data, and how to write reports. That is project management plus statistics. Even policy making, even PR is very important, and communication. So those are just in summary some of the courses which are on high demand for NGOs. Also, we need driving. It's important to do driving. It can help you. We also employ drivers. Now, once you have those courses, now the bigger task comes when looking for a job. It is not easy to get a job in an NGO. Now, the first route you can take is to apply for volunteer position. I know most NGOs, if they know that you're going to volunteer, they can give you a chance. And once you have joined them as a volunteer, you can do the work to the best of your abilities to impress them, so that whenever opportunity arises, your name is mentioned. And also build relationships with those employees, those managers in the NGO. Volunteer is one of the methods to use. The second one is internship. Apply for internship to as many NGOs as possible. Even if it's not paid internship, as long as you join there, you'll know how NGOs function. When you go to visit at other NGOs, you can develop networking, and from there you'll be able to get a job, a permanent one or long-term contract. The third one is through connections. Okay, connections. Do you know those people you were with in college, even high school? Some of them might land in NGOs, so don't lose connections with them. Don't lose touch. Even family members, your neighbors, anybody you know, those people you work with. So you build connections with them, and they can link. And mention that you want a job in an NGO, you'll get one through connections. The third one is to apply genuinely. If you are highly qualified, for example, you did computer engineering, computer science, and you know software engineering, then those skills are needed, even AI and GIS. You can apply and get a job genuinely. That one is possible. You can also get a job in an NGO. For example, if you're working in a bank and you have some skills, or you're working with a private institution and you have skills that are needed. You know how to operate drones, you know how to do aerial surveys, you know how to clean data, to analyze data, and to come up with road reports. You can be employed. You can apply and get a job, or get poached to work for an NGO. You can also get recommended by your boss. For example, if his friend is working for another NGO, they can recommend you. Another easy way to get a job is to come up with an idea, a proposal for funding, and link up with an NGO so that you can use their name to get funds. That is the technique most people use. If you're good at writing proposals, write one. You can identify something to do. For example, there's a community which needs water. They don't have water. You can come up with a good proposal and approach NGO that deals with water. Then from there you can apply for funding. It's easier to get funding from experienced NGO than through yourself. You're not attached to anyone. It's very difficult to get funding when you're not attached to an NGO. So there are so many there are so many things you can identify and write a proposal about. You go to places where pastoralists are, you identify a problem, write a proposal on how to solve it. You go to hardship areas. So that is the best way to get a job in an NGO. So basically, those are the simplest ways to get a job. And the last one is through luck. You simply apply, and through your luck, you can get an NGO job. And also, if you are doing your master's and PhD abroad and you apply from there, it is very easy to get a job in Africa. NGO, very easy. They recognize those institutions, and I've seen many people getting a job after being sponsored by an NGO for further studies. If you're very intelligent, you scored maybe first class, NGO will sponsor you through a scholarship. And once you finish the scholarship, you work for them. So generally, those are that's summary of how you can get a job in an NGO. And if you get one, your life will change forever.